Welcome, my friends, to this live broadcast of the Coin Atlantis channel. Our channel is a channel dedicated to ancient coins, and in this channel we try to provide you with important information about ancient coins as well as their real value, which can be a fortune. Wait for us, my friends who are collectors of ancient coins, soon in a new form and on our new website. In this video, we will show you some old coins that our channel owns, and we will devote several videos to talking about them in the near future. Wait for us, my friends. When it comes to coin collecting, it's not just old coins that can be valuable. Even some relatively recent issues can get collectors hot under the collar. That's the case with the coins we're going to look at here. We're going to investigate of the most valuable modern quarters to have been sold in recent years. And we'll find out just what it is that makes buyers willing to pay big bucks to own them. So if you're ready, let's find out more. Top most valuable modern quarters worth money. 2002 P Indiana quarter minted on dime planchet. This quarter, commemorating Indiana's statehood, was minted in Philadelphia in 2002. But one look tells you something went wrong. Instead of being struck on the correct sized blank, it was struck on one for a penny. Therefore, the image is incomplete. Although centered about as it should be, the edges are missing. He should have been identified and eliminated before he left the mint, but he somehow escaped. It went on sale in November 2002. And when the auctioneer's hammer fell, it fetched over $4,000. 1982 P Washington quarter PCMS 68. 1982 and 1983 are interesting years for neighborhood collectors. This is because the U.S. Mint did not produce any of its uncirculated mint sets during those years. And that makes finding the best quality examples even more difficult. Even mint condition 67 examples from these years are very rare. But this 1982 Washington quarter was rated MS68 by the PCGS, making it the best quality specimen known. And even more exciting for numismatists, it is the only coin of its kind to ever achieve this ranking. It was auctioned on June 7, 2019 by Heritage Auctions including the buyer's premium. It reported $10,200. 1983 D quarter Washington PCGS MS67. In 1983, the Denver Mint struck this Washington district, graded MS67 by the PCGS. Like the 1982 quarters, the value of the 1983 specimens is enhanced by the absence of any set of special mints that year. This makes good quality coins more rare and highly collectible. Only 13 pieces of this quality are thought to exist, with no finer examples found to date. This one had an added bonus as it came in a special case with a green label celebrating 30 years of the PCGS. It went on sale in September 2016 and fetched a price of $1,410. Quarter SMS 1967 PCGS SP68. This quarter was produced in 1967 as part of a special mint set, or SMS. And it's another coin to earn the prestigious Deep Cameo designation. It has been rated SP68 by the PCGS, making it a superb gem. There are only 4 pieces of this quality from this year, and none finer exists. This meant that collectors were eager to get their hands on it when it went on sale. It was auctioned in January 2017 by Heritage Auctions, the world's largest coin auctioneers. Including buyer's premium, he made $8,812.50. Many people want to know what their 1978 quarters are worth, especially since old coins tend to be worth more than their face value these days. But is a 1978 quarter really worth more than 25 cents? The answer? Fun facts about 1978 quarters. Before diving into the 1978 quarter value, let's take a closer look at what makes these coins unique. Where is the mint mark on a 1978 quarter? Many people who have a 1978 quarter will be looking for the presence of a mint letter stamp or mint mark on the coin. In the case of 1978 quarters, the mint mark will be found on the lower right side of the coin, just behind the bow in Washington's ponytail. You will find either a D mint mark indicating the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, or an S mint mark symbolizing the coin's origin at the San Francisco Mint. You will not find a P mint mark indicating the Philadelphia Mint on a 1978 quarter. This is because Philly struck 1978 quarters with no mint mark, on the basis of a long-time custom that most coins coming from the main mint in Philadelphia didn't carry a P mint mark. This changed in 1980, when all circulating coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint with a face value of 5 cents or higher were to carry a P mint mark. There were some exceptions to this rule prior to 1980, though none such with the 1978 quarter. So, if you happen to find a 1978 no mint mark quarter, it is not a valuable error coin. It is a typical 1978 quarter from the Philadelphia Mint. What should 1978 quarters weigh? All standard issue 1978 quarters are made from copper nickel clad and should weigh about 5.67 grams. The weight of a clad 1978 quarter is much lighter than the 90% silver quarters issued prior to 1965 and which weigh 6.25 grams. If you don't already have a coin scale, these are the best scales for weighing US coins. Another helpful tool for inspecting your coins is a coin magnifier. Are 1978 quarters made of silver? Many people wonder if there are any 1978 silver quarters worth looking for. The answer? Likely not. There are some rare, valuable 1977 silver quarter off-metal transitional errors worth much more than face value thousands of dollars, to be precise. But as of this writing, there are number 1978 silver quarter errors. Are 1978 quarters rare? As we are about to explore below, there are some 1978 clad quarters that are rare and valuable because they are in extremely well-preserved condition or contain scarce errors or varieties. But in the most basic sense, the vast majority of 1978 quarters you will find in pocket change are quite common. How much is a 1978 quarter worth? There are 3 types of 1978 quarters, and each has a different value. Let's explore those values now. 1978 quarter value, no mint mark. If you found a 1978 quarter with no mint mark, it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1978, the Philly Mint struck a total of 521,452,000 quarters, that's more than half a billion, with a capital B. It's kind of hard to suggest any that was made to the tune of more than half a billion could be rare. And, generally speaking, no 1978 no mint markers are not rare. If you find a 1978 quarter with wear, it is worth only face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated 1978 quarters that show very little wear are worth around $1 to $2 and up. Those in especially good condition are worth much more than that. In March 2021, the most valuable 1978 quarter without a mint mark, graded MS67 Plus by Professional Coin Grading Service, sold for a whopping $2,875. 1978 quarter value. The 1978 quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, where 287,373,152 were produced. Now, granted, 287 million is a lot less than the 521 million, aka half a billion, made in Philadelphia that year. But 287 plus million is still a ton of coins. The 1978 quarter is therefore not considered a rare coin in the absolute sense. If you find a 1978D quarter with circulation wear, it's usually worth only its face value of 25 cents. Any 1978D quarter in mint condition is worth more, typically $1 to $2. The most valuable 1978D quarter was graded MS 67 Plus by Professional Coin Grading Service and fetched an astounding $1,527.50 in a 2016 sale. 1978S quarter value. Do you have a 1978S quarter? If you found it in circulation, congratulations. The hearty well wishes are well deserved, given that the 1978S quarter was never intended to circulate. These coins were made at the San Francisco Mint just for coin collectors. They were sold in other 1978 United States coinage bearing the S Mint mark. The San Francisco Mint struck a total of 3,127,781 proof quarters in 1978, and these are typically anywhere from $3 to $5 a piece. The most valuable 1978S quarter was graded Proof 70 Deep Cameo by Professional Grading Service and sold for a respectable $472 in 2003. How to tell if you have a rare 1965 silver quarter worth $33,000. Did you know there's a 1965 quarter worth more than $33,000? A 1965 silver because in 1965 US quarters were supposed to be made of copper nickel clad. Rare quarters are hard to find, but this one is waiting for. Not all 1965 quarters are rare, in fact, most are common. But at least one 1965 quarter was struck on the wrong metal. As a result, collectors are always searching for this 1965 quarter collections and pocket change. Here's more information about the 1965 quarter error you need to be searching for, too. Why is a 1965 quarter valuable? Is there anything special about a 1965 quarter? Well, at least one 1965 quarter has a value of more than $33,000 and is considered quite rare. Of course, not all 1965 quarters are rare. Most 1965 quarters that you'll find in pocket change are worth only face value with wear. Typical uncirculated 1965 quarters are worth $400 to $600. Some years ago, one coin collector discovered a 1965 quarter that was mistakenly struck on a 90% silver planchet, the piece of metal on which a coin is struck. The 1965 error quarter was struck at a time when the United States Mint was transitioning away from striking dimes, quarters, and half dollars on 90% silver planchets. Production of copper nickel-clad dimes and quarters began in 1965. Half dollars were struck on 40% silver planchets also, beginning in 1965. All 1965 dimes and quarters were supposed to be made on the copper nickel-clad planchets, but a few were accidentally struck on the 90% silver planchets from 1964. The result? A few rare transitional error coins that are worth thousands of dollars, including the rare 1965 silver quarter and 1965 silver dime. To see if you have any 1965 silvers, pull out all of your old 1965 quarters and your gram scale and start weighing them. All 90% silver Washington quarters weigh 6.25 grams, give or take a few hundredths of a gram for wear and planchet differences. All copper nickel-clad Washington quarters weigh 5.67 grams, again, give or take a few hundredths of a gram. How to tell if you What is the value of a 1977 quarter? This is a question that many people ask, and it can be difficult to determine the answer. The value of a 1977 quarter depends on its condition, rarity, and other factors. In this video, we will discuss the value of a 1977 quarter in detail. We will also look at the history and features of this coin. So if you're wondering the value of a 1977 quarter, this video is for you. History of the 1977 quarter. First, let's look at the history of the 1977 quarter. The 1977 quarter is one of what's known as Washington quarters. It's one of the most iconic coins ever, known the world over as the United States 25-cent, quarter dollar, coin. The Washington quarter was first introduced to the public in 1932, as part of the United States Mint's commemorative coin series. The coin was meant to honor George Washington, the first President of the United States, for his 200th birthday. The obverse, front, of the coin features a bust of George Washington, while the reverse, back, features an eagle clutching a cluster of arrows over a couple of olive branches. This design symbolizes the United States' readiness to itself, but also its desire for peace. Value of 1977 quarter. These coins range in value on condition: good condition, fine condition, extremely fine condition, and uncirculated condition. Let's look at each condition. 77 quarter, categorizing by their U.S. Mint location. Other features of the 1977 quarter. There are a handful of other features to be looked at when you are examining a 1977 quarter. Let's look at the metal composition, the mint marks, and its size and weight. Metal composition. The 1977 quarter is composed of a mixture of copper, 91.76%, and nickel, 8.33%, which gives it durability. Decades before this, the quarter was constructed out of silver, but all of that changed in order to save a little money and preserve the silver for other uses. Mint marks are small letters that identify which U.S. Mint location that the coin was made at. It is a letter code, with S representing the San Francisco Mint, P representing the Philadelphia Mint, and D representing the Denver Mint. The 1977 quarter was made at all three mint locations. Size and weight. The quarter is not the largest coin used in the United States, but it is on the bigger end and also is widely used. The diameter is 24.3 millimeters, and the weight is 5.67 grams. Value of 1977 quarter. These coins range in value based on condition: good condition, fine condition, extremely fine condition, and uncirculated condition. Let's look at each condition of the 1977 quarter, categorizing by their U.S. Mint location. 1977 No Mint Mark quarter value. The 1977 No Mint Mark quarter comes from the U.S. Mint location in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. For most of its history, besides a couple of rare occasions, it hasn't used a mint mark on its coin. This quarter is not as rare or valuable as some other version of this coin. There were 468,556,000 of these coins minted. This means that no matter which condition it is in, whether it is good, fine, extremely fine, or uncirculated, then it will probably be worth around face value, which is 25 cents. However, the most valuable version of this coin is a brilliant uncirculated coin, where it's in extremely pristine condition. This one could bring in about $6.65. There is an outlier quarter, though, which in near perfect condition sold at auction for about $200. 1977 D quarter value. The 1977 D quarter, or the 1977 Denver Mint quarter, is the second most common version of this coin. There were only 256,524,978 of these coins minted and released into circulation. This means that if it's in good condition, fine condition, or extremely fine condition, it will probably be worth around 25 cents, or face value. However, its value increases a little at the uncirculated condition level. An uncirculated 1977 D quarter can fetch about $6.65 in pristine condition on average. There has been one coin at a near perfect condition that sold recently at auction for $430, so it is possible to find the exception to the rule. 1977 S quarter value. The 1977 S quarter was minted at the San Francisco, California S Mint location, and it is the least common of all three minted quarters. In fact, only 3,251,152 of these little coins were minted here. These coins are considered proof coins from 1977. Proof coins are coins that are specially made to look mirror-like and are meant for collectors and not for business circulation. Coins are only really worth much if they are in uncirculated, or essentially near mint, condition. They are worth face value, 25 cents, at good, fine, and extremely fine condition, and at perfect condition, the 1977 S quarter is worth about $4.52. However, one exception was a proof quarter that was an absolute perfect condition coin. It sold for $340, which is pretty impressive. 1977 struck on a silver-clad planchet quarter error. One 1977 D quarter, Denver U.S. Mint location, sold at auction recently was made on a silver-clad planchet, rather than the standard copper-nickel blend. This is an extremely rare coin error. This happened by accident because in the year prior, 1976, when the U.S. Mint created the special quarters to commemorate the pennial, a few of those coins were meant to be 40% silver. One of those planchets had slipped by and was used in 1927 to make a quarter. This coin weighs 5.7 grams instead of the usual 5.67 grams, and it sold for an amazing $12,000. Bernie Steinbach reported the discovery of this uncommon error before 1981. Since then, only a handful of additional has been discovered. Simply told, this is among the most important mint faults that have been made available in recent years. This coin was mistakenly struck on a silver-clad, also known as 40% silver, planchet used for several of the 1976 San Francisco Mint's bicentennial releases, unlike the 1977 D Washington quarter, which is a copper-nickel clad issue. The U.S. Mint released the South Carolina State Quarter to the public in May 2000, and it was engraved by Thomas D. Rogers. It has the Carolina wren, it is the state's bird, on the reverse a palm tree, cabbage palmetto, and has the Palmetto State engraved in letters. It was auctioned on January 8, 2017 by Heritage Auctions including the buyer's premium. It reported $3,525. PCGS has an estimated price tag of $69 at $8,000. Description: Rare 2002, D25C Ohio State Quarter, MS64, reverse die crack, astronaut's left leg, rim, mintage, unknown, segs. Released on March 11, 2002, this is the 19th coin released in the 50 State Quarters program and the second released in 2002. Ohio, admitted into the Union on March 1, 1803, themed the coin, birthplace of aviation pioneers. The coin highlights the state's contribution to the history of aviation. It features an early aircraft and an astronaut superimposed as a group on the outline of the state, and stars. President William J. Clinton was in office when this legislation was signed. 3 United States actors served under President Clinton's tenure: David J. Ryder of Idaho, Philip N. Deal of Texas, and J.W. Johnson. It was auctioned on January 8, 2017 by Heritage Auctions including the buyer's premium. It rated $3,525. PCGS has an estimated price tag of $69 at $4,000. quarters worth thousands. That brings us to the end of our look at the most valuable modern quarters. With prices ranging from just over $1,000 to five figures, it's clear that some of these newer coins are worth serious money. And if you've got modern quarters in pristine condition, handle them with care. They might be worth more than you think. Wait for us, my friends who are collectors of ancient coins. Soon in a new form and on our new website we will show you some old ones that our channel owns, and we will devote several videos to talking about them in the near future. Wait for us, my friends. We're going to investigate of the most valuable modern quarters to have been sold in recent years. And we'll find out just what it is that makes buyers willing to pay big bucks to own them.